I moved to London for the job, for the graduate position as a trainee auditor. So I trained at a firm called Buzzacott. I joined as a trainee, qualified in just over 3 years. And then I actually did a secondment with them for 3 months, came back and got promoted to supervisor. And in that year as a supervisor, I then got the chance to be an interim manager on some jobs. And I must have done an okay job, because 6 months later I was then promoted to assistant manager. So Buzzacott are top 30. I believe they fall in 26 at the moment. When I joined the firm, they were top 20. I believe there's about 700 people, all under one roof in London, all based in St Paul's. So as well, they still have quite a few owner-managed businesses. By the time I became a senior manager, there was more global groups. We were doing more work with the International Association. We were doing more large companies rather than small, medium companies. I knew I wanted to relocate back to Chesterfield, and I sought out a recruiter, and Shorts was one of the first companies that came to mind for her, because she'd worked a few times and the feedback had always been great from people that had started work. I'd expressed my desire to be in a company that was approachable, and going from such a social firm, moving back to a small town, I was a bit worried about that change of lifestyle. And I remember one of the key things the recruiter said to me was, "Oh, I know Shorts do a summer party and a Christmas party and then other team events throughout the year to try and build that relationship between the teams." I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit worried. Obviously, coming from a bigger firm, I wasn't as apprehensive about downsizing, if you want to call it. However, it obviously was going from what was quite a large firm to a smaller firm, and I was worried that everyone would know each other and how would I fit in, the size of clients I'd be working with, the area that I'd be working in. Would it be challenging? Would it be everything a bit too close for comfort, living and working within the same 5-minute area? However, the option to work between Chesterfield and Sheffield offices was one of the key things that appealed. So small town life, but also a bit of city life. I wanted a better work-life balance, and some of it was definitely my own doing. I had a slight problem of saying yes rather than no, I can't get that done in this time. But then there was also an expectation of overtime, and when everyone else is doing it, it's just the norm. So part of the move was I wanted to ensure that I'd got a better work-life balance. When I spoke to Andy in my first interview, we did talk a little bit about the type of clients I've worked on, the type of clients he's worked on, and that I might be working on with Shorts. It's actually been a really pleasant surprise to come in and see the size of the clients, but also the type of the clients. As I said, I do like a little bit of variety, and the first job that I was given was auditing a quarry, which I'd never done before, surprisingly. And it was a whole new set of regulations, it's a whole new industry for me, and it's been really interesting. The size of the client is definitely comparable to what I was already working on. And I'd also say that the experience and the technicalness that I've needed for these clients has been surprising. My first advice would be to talk to people who are already here, where everyone's very approachable, everyone's so willing to help, that if you reached out to someone on LinkedIn and said, could we meet for a coffee, they would happily meet you. And I'd also say don't be as worried about the size and the type of client, because there's been a lot more challenge than I was expecting in a pleasant way. It's been a good challenge, and it's tested me and stretched me in a way that I wasn't expecting, that I knew I needed. So it's nice that I wasn't oversold and underdelivered. I actually feel like it's been undersold, and I've been given more complex clients than I was expecting, but I've still had the support to deal with those challenges.